Hi, we're Real Big Fish.
My name is Ryland. I play the drums.
My name is Aaron. I sing and play guitar.
My name's Johnny Christmas, and I play the trumpet.
And we're Real Big Fish.
Half of Real Big Fish.
Part of it.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your experience with college shows. Is it any different from playing a normal venue?
Yes.
It's awesome. A lot of times they put the dressing room in a locker room. A very stinky locker room.
Which is
always different.
And there's food in the stinky locker room, which makes
So
things a little
You
strange.
get like a stinky feet.
It
mixed
smells
with-
like BO and like a car freshener because they try and hide the smell.
Yeah.
And lunch meat.
Yeah.
So that's weird. But it's always really fun. It's like a different crowd than we usually play for.
Yeah.
A lot more people that wouldn't normally see us, maybe.
It ends up being half the crowd. You see smiles and people dancing around getting crazy, and then the other half of the crowd is just blank stares.
Pure confusion.
They don't know what to do, but usually by the end of the set, they're having a good time. You know,
All right.
at the beginning, like, I don't know about this. And then usually by the end, it's like, all right, it was fine. Yeah, it was fine.
How do you get them pumped up then?
With our good looks.
We just do our thing. We put on a good show, so I think that really, anybody can come to a really good show and have a good time. Anyone.
Anyone? Well,
Anyone.
even like.
And we're even fun to make fun of and hate upon. So you can come and not like us and have just as much fun or more fun.
You know, one of the cool things is on college shows, sometimes we get to play with hip hop acts. And so you'll get people in the front row that are there just to see the hip hop act. And you'll see them stand there like this, staring you down. And then you
As
start to see their head bob, just
As
a little bit.
As the set goes on.
Yeah, as the set goes on, they start having a good time. They go, oh, you guys aren't so bad. But it always starts out that way, just like this.
Because
then
kids
they
are
lose
tough
that.
these days, you know. Kids are real tough these days.
Yeah.
And people love to be called kids too.
Yeah.
I should know, saying it on the microphone. Hey kids, especially college people.
Yeah.
People of the college age love to be called kids. They love it.
The audience.
It does not offend them.
That's why I don't have a microphone.
Oh, for real?
Ever.
I don't care. Everybody's on this kick calling us old to our face.
Yeah.
God, you guys are old.
How do you?
You guys look so much older in person.
It's
Wow,
seriously, though.
you guys are old men. Awesome.
See, I prefer distinguished, not
Thank
old.
you for reminding us.
I mean, if we were the age of the Stones, then I could go, oh yeah, but I'm 35. I'm not that old.
We're not old. They're just really young.
Could be.
Yeah.
How you? Yeah, like seriously though, like you guys are like, you know, like '90s-esque. Like when you come back, people are like, you're still here. That's awesome. Like, do you get that crowd too? I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I think this the music of Real Big Fish speaks to a younger generation. So we seem to have this recycling effect every few years where it goes down to a younger audience again. So that then they start growing up with us, and then maybe they decide they need to get serious. They can't have fun anymore, so they got to listen to Dave Matthews now and Bob Marley. So they can't listen to Real Big Fish.
We also have a lot of fans that have been with us for
We do.
years and years.
Yes.
But at our normal concert, the younger people are in the front because they can
Yeah.
handle the pit.
Yep.
And they're small and made
Getting
of
kicked
rubber.
in the face by crowd surfers. But as you get older, you move back closer and closer to the bar.
Yeah.
Because you want to get a beer.
Exactly. Cool. So how's your like style change then? Like since we first heard you then?
It hasn't really changed that much.
Not
We
at all.
try to keep it as close as we could. But we've tried a few different things, and we like to make different kinds of songs. But overall, we're the same band.
You were gonna collab with
the
one of those
same
hip hop
sound.
acts that you're on stage with?
I would love to hear some remixes of, from some DJs or hip hoppers. I think it'd be
bet
great.
you would.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
What song?
I'd love to hear, we could do, bring
Yeah, what song?
how about Snoop Dogg, Baby?
Why?
I don't know, because it'd be fun.
The beer remix.
The beer remix
It's
by
been-
Chocolate Daddy.
We need more versions of beer.
It's been countrified, so we need to expand.
By whom?
Oh gosh.
Corey Morrow.
With this Corey Morrow.
He's
I know.
not like super country. He's more like Jimmy Buffett country.
How was that for you?
Tropical Country. Awesome. You did a great cover.
Yeah, it was on his DVD, and it was
And
amazing.
his live album. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just listened to your guys' cover album. That was pretty interesting.
What do you mean?
It's interesting as in good.
Oh,
I liked it.
well, usually interesting never means good. Usually when
Every artist
What-
just
what did
has
you-
this one album that just is
It's-
not good.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck were they thinking?
So what album do you think is bad for you guys? You probably love them all.
We're Not Happy Till You're Not Happy sounds like shit.
everything sucks.
Hands down. Worse than Everything Sucks. I'd rather listen to Everything Sucks.
Really?
That's how painful it is to my ears. Because at least Everything Sucks has an
It's
excuse.
because I wasn't around.
There's
at
an
the time.
excuse. Like, oh, we
Oh,
were
yeah.
young. It was like more like demos, you know, we
Yeah,
were trying
yeah.
so hard. But We're Not Happy Till You're Not Happy. Just one mistake after another.
But that's how you grow as a band.
Exactly.
You learn from
and you
your
learn.
mistakes.
Well, hopefully you learn from
Hopefully.
your mistakes.
So you liked it when you first heard it, I guess, and then.
No, I never.
never.
It sounded bad the whole time we were recording it, too.
Sheer terror.
Your fans liked it.
No, they did not.
No.
No, they did not.
Aaron's,
Every artist has this one album.
Aaron's pretty good.
That-
He's got his ear to the ground. I think we definitely try and
You have a finger on the pulse.
yeah, we try and see how our fans are reacting to whatever it is that
No,
we're doing.
there is like a small movement of our fans that are into We're Not Happy Till You're Not Happy now.
It's very
Well, 'cause now-
rough and
because now
and
it's
I
an old
love it.
record. See, that's why you have to put out new records, but you don't play songs off the new record. You got to wait 2 or 3 years, then you can play songs off the record because it's an old record at that point.
Genius.
and then people know the songs.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want to go to a show and say, have an artist say, "Oh, we're gonna play our entire new record for you."
Unless
Um,
the record is amazing, then you
it-
can do that.
Yeah.
Also, I never write new songs. I wrote 500 songs from when I was 17 to when I was 22. And they're all old songs. They're all original old songs. I just go back and pull out a few more every time we make a new album.
So you have this giant data like bank, I guess. That's kind of cool.
Song bank.
Right up here.
Sweet.
But yeah, I mean, I don't write new songs or become influenced by current trends.
Is there a song that you guys happen to like that maybe your fans didn't that much?
I'm sure there's a few.
What do you say to somebody who doesn't like ska music at all?
What is your problem? Do you not like? I bet you hate rainbows and puppy dogs too. That's what I would say.
That's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody, but it does puzzle me though, because
Especially
it's
our
such good.
wacky, silly version of ska that we play.
I mean, it's such good, fun time music.
Well, not everyone likes that. You know?
I
Some
know.
people just want to
Sulk.
feel cool.
Yeah.
They want to sit back and be like, yeah, this makes me feel tough.
Yeah, I guess
Some people, want to.
our certain brand of ska is for, for those people who don't take themselves
just like,
seriously, who
Not
are
everyone enjoys the comedy of Pee Wee Herman.
people
Like we do.
Our music,
So-
our music is for people who are okay to have fun. Who like to have fun,
Well, our kind of fun.
and they are fun. And they
Our,
like to have
the
fun.
kind of fun that we.
The kind of fun.
So you think like other music is just to like make people like get that feeling of like cool, like I'm in a club.
No, everyone is different.
We're all
Every-
snowflakes, individual, unique snowflakes.
Not everyone feels exactly the same way.
I think
And they don't feel the same way all the time. There's different emotions that you have at different times in your life or the day.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
So this music that we play may not be the soundtrack to your life
I'll buy that.
at all.
I'll buy that.
So whatever, that's cool.
Whose life would it be a soundtrack to?
Mine.
it better be to yours.
What kind of subject matter you guys have? Like I know like beer, obviously.
All your songs are about partying and beer and
Lesbians.
girls and bands.
And what's
I
wrong
just
with
write
that?
about all kinds of stuff.
And
you know,
lesbians.
Whatever.
And lesbians.
I write up
Write all
about
kinds
all
of
kinds
songs.
of about
Listen-
drinking and
Listen to all of
And
them.
lesbians.
lesbians and girls. Actually, I mean, I think most music, whatever genre it is, most music are really only about a few things. Like
Love.
love,
Heartbreak.
heartbreak,
Hate.
hate, and drinking.
And
So whatever form of
Dancing.
music and dancing,
Uh,
going to the show,
rolling.
mini
eating
games,
some food.
jail.
Partying.
Sex.
Beer.
So,
When the last album, Monkeys for Nothing and the Chimps for Free came out, there was people that reviewed it that obviously didn't listen to it at all. They're like, oh, they had a song called Party Down. It was all about partying. It's like, no, it's not really about it at all. It's insane nonsense. There's not anything about partying in that whole song.
but wait, there's that part that
What
where
you
you say
say?
party down.
Party Down. Yeah, that's the joke. It's not really. Some of our humor and cleverness is unappreciated by.
It goes right over people's heads.
You think people don't get it all, critics or just fans?
I think, especially critics, are just automatically dismiss us. Like, oh my God, this is silly ska band. Nothing good can come from this. I'm not even going to listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to read the song titles and comment about the song titles in my review of the record I didn't even listen to. But we don't care because we never tried to impress any critics or record labels or anybody.
This band is all been
Did
all
it for
about
the
the
fans.
fans. Yeah,
and only listen to what they
yeah.
said and what they liked, and which is why we're still around
20 years
after
later.
20 years.
Because we have amazing
Because we
bands.
didn't try to be a part of the music industry. And like, oh, okay, you want an album with no horns? No problem. Let's do that. Okay.
I think one of the and I think one of the great things about this band is and just being in a ska band is it definitely is a scene kind of onto itself where I think when someone discovers a band like Real Big Fish or a band like Goldfinger or Less Than Jake or now Streetlight Manifesto, so, some of the younger bands they're excited to show their friends what they discovered, whereas maybe a lot of pop music isn't necessarily like that. So I think that's one of the reasons why we're still able to keep playing to this day is because you have people sharing the music with their friends or or younger siblings.
Still
and
discovering it.
they're still discovering. Yeah, a record that we put that the band put out 15 years ago. It's like it even though it came out 15 years ago, the music doesn't necessarily sound dated. It just sounds like a great record with fun
Sounds
songs.
really weird.
Yeah, it's so. I just wanted to put that out there.
You guys like have
FYI, that's why I think playing in a ska band is so great.
You're full of hypotheses. Hypotheses.
I was told there'd be no math in this interview.
It's not math. That's science.
So you guys have like a memorable moment, like a fan came up to you, was like
I got recognized on the airplane yesterday.
How was
I
that?
sat down and the guy said, "Real Big Fish, you guys rock." It was awesome. We get Rylan got out of some speeding tickets.
Yeah,
The cop
I
knew who we were.
I got pulled over and the cop knew who, because I had to come up with some story. I was like going 90 in a 55. Just
Like you do.
hauling ass down the freeway, and the guy, and I didn't even notice that he was trying to pull me over as a motorcycle cop, and so finally he comes to the side and he's just like, pull over! I'm like, okay, so I pull over and he's just like, got his hand on his like, comes up to the car and I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry, like, I'm supposed to go, I'm late for a recording session with my band, and he's like, whoa, he's like, well, what's your band? I go, it's a band called Real Big Fish, and all of a sudden he just goes, hey, my kid listens to you guys. And like all of a sudden, like he like literally like had me like get out of the car so he could take a picture with me, and he had me sign like a ticket. So I'm gonna give this to my son. Here, can you sign the ticket? So that was pretty insane.
That's awesome.
So,
That really is awesome.
yeah.
You guys have moments like that all the time?
No, not all the time.
Sometimes we're always surprised.
They add up over the years.
We're always surprised
but
who recognizes us in random places.
Get
spotted.
I think this band is becoming more and more. I hesitate to use the word famous, but I guess more
Infamous?
Yeah,
Infamous.
more and more people are knowing us now. It's like just because we've been around so long. So it's actually, I'm even surprised when I tell people, oh, I play in this band, Real Big Fish. Oh, I know that band.
No way.
Yeah, and I think a lot of this just has to do with just simply because we're still doing it.
We're building a following.
Yeah, after So maybe
The
when we're,
grassroots following.
maybe when we're in our 50s, we'll finally be able to like play arenas.
We'll
or
finally be able to
something.
not walk down the street
Yeah.
like we always wanted.
A few years ago, you guys wouldn't get recognized, or
No, when we were on the radio and MTV all the time, like, very rarely got recognized anywhere except like right around the show when we were playing and there was fans. Like, yeah, I definitely get recognized more now, 15 years later,
I mean,
14 years later.
hair
In the chops.
and the chops.
It helps, yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like interacting with fans, I guess, maybe in person versus like online, where a lot of people like to voice their thoughts?
You know what?
People
What?
are a lot nicer in person. There's
Yeah.
something about
There's some assholes out there in cyberspace.
the internet where your personal filter is gone,
Yeah.
where it's really impersonal, and this is
I'm going to say the first mean thing that pops into my head.
yeah, totally. And this would be interesting for
Something they'd probably never say to you in person.
ever say to you in person. You know, saying mean things.
It just depends on the person because we, you know, interact with a lot of different people. So
Yeah.
some people are younger, don't really learn any manners yet. They don't have the manners down.
Or how to spell.
Or their spelling.
For the most part, it's very pleasant to interact
Yeah.
with our fans at shows.
Sometimes kind of awkward because, you know, they don't know what to say. We don't know what
Yeah.
to say because we don't like.
You'll
I don't
be-
know. I'm
you'll-
not.
you'll
I'm not
see-
gonna walk up to somebody and go, that recognize me, is like is looking at me. I'm not gonna go up and go, hey, you want an autograph? You must recognize that I'm in Real Big Fish, right? Like I'm not gonna go.
I always feel
I
weird.
don't have that kind of confidence to go up to somebody and say that. So like they're gonna look at me awkwardly, and I'm gonna be like, what are they looking at me for? What's going on?
Yeah, I always feel weird because
So.
usually you can spot when someone wants something signed, but I still feel weird saying, "Do you want me to sign that?" Because
Because the one time you do, they're like,
gonna go,
wait, what?
"Oh, no."
Oh, I was just looking at your funny haircut.
yeah, you're like, oh,
Like, oh.
yeah.
And then who's the ass?
The one time you go, yeah,
Are
speak
fans
up.
scared to talk to you guys?
Yeah, I think some people are intimidated
Sometimes.
because, I don't know, you see somebody on TV or hear them on the radio or on record.
You
your
have
whole
this-
life. Sometimes your whole life, people like listen to the band.
You have this idealized version
Yeah.
of who that person is in your head.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't really realize that they are just a person as well. And
Yeah, people don't recognize you as a human being. They recognize you as something that's very strange.
as Johnny Christmas, the trumpet player. in
Yeah,
Real Big
you're a
Fish.
persona. You are something that's beyond. Really, this is very, very strange. But some people do have that. They you know, they come up to you and they're shaking. You know, They're just going crazy because they're excited about meeting you, which is absolutely wonderful. And I.
He
set
loves
those-
when people quake in fear in front of him.
Yeah. Me, of all people.
It's
Gosh.
wonderful.
But we can usually set those people at ease. But they still see you when you're on TV or you're on the radio. They don't see you like another human being. You're something other.
How do you set them at ease? Just talk to them?
I talk to them. I ask them tons of questions about them and not about me.
Tell me more about me.
Yeah. I talk to them about them, and that really helps out.
I let them know that I'm just as scared as they are.
Riley starts shaking.
Don't worry, this is just as nerve-wracking for me as it is for you.
nervous.
It's really
It's
funny.
good to feel something.
Alright, so
And
if
you?
there was like a college ska band that wanted to start up, they didn't know what to do, what would you say to them?
Didn't know what to do?
Well, yeah.
Well, wait.
You
Do
gotta-
do they have all the
Well, you
members
gotta learn how to-
together?
you gotta
Are all
learn
the
how to play
Maybe they wanna
instruments.
form a ska band.
You gotta get people together that know how to play different instruments.
Well, if you're going to have, let's say if you have a leader of the band, someone who's going to spearhead this idea, I would say know what it is that you want to do. No, first of all, know what kind of music you want to make. I mean,
Yeah.
well, because, you know, I've heard Aaron tell the story, like, he was going to ska shows as a young lad and just going, I want to do that. So, I mean, honestly, it's just, you know, if you want, come to a Real
So
Big
I
Fish,
went-
go, I want to do that. Okay.
So I went to my band that had already been around for 2 years and said, let's do that. And they're like, what?
Instead.
Okay.
What were you guys playing before?
It's random.
Just rock and
It's
roll?
very random. No, I mean, we had horns, and we just did all kinds of weird stuff. We had a swing song, we had a funky song.
Swing song.
You know, you're young.
Did you have a wah-wah pedal where you played
Oh,
funky
man.
riffs?
Hell yeah.
How early did you start going to ska shows?
What's that?
How early did you start going to ska shows?
Usually around
I would-
7
Yeah, I'd
o'clock.
get there like 6 or 7 p.m.
No. Age.
Actually, I was kind of late in life. I didn't go to my first ska show till I was probably almost 18.
What was your setup when you first walked in?
It was great. I was like, this is what I've been looking for. So much fun. Everybody's dancing like crazy. You don't have to learn any really complicated dance steps. And I just always loved horns and fun music, so exotic
How do
music.
you define yourselves now? Like, are you still ska? Or are you like?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We are loud and proud.
We still use the upstrokes and the horn lines, and yeah.
And the fast, crazy
We do all
beats.
kinds of other music too sometimes, but mostly
And
do the ska punk thing.
I think that's something that's
Ska
helped
rock.
the band stick around too, is sticking to that
Correct.
ska band. We're not gonna change all of a sudden because of the times.
Yeah, like so many bands have come and gone, and so many bands still around now that they don't want to say that word. Oh, that's a bad word.
Yeah.
No,
It's a-
we're ska influence. We used to be, and then we got serious. We don't want to be put in that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's so shameful about being
When,
a ska band.
when there's this rich tradition of this wonderful music that we are building upon. I mean, if you go all the way back to Jamaica, the music was awesome.
And it's still awesome.
And it's still
It's
awesome.
very different now, though.
Yes, that it is.
All right. Is there anything you guys want to add about the show, about your band?
Come see us this summer with Streetlight Manifesto.
You guys are touring with them?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll play at the Ram's Head. in
We're always
Central.
on tour all the time. This is our job. We made a career out of it.
It's amazing.
Awesome.
We are lucky men.
All right.